Hey everybody, CrawlerXP here, and I am here today to talk to you about this new living story content thing, Nightmare Within. For those of you who aren't aware, I was not around for the previous installments of the living story because I had some real life stuff that took care of my free time for a long period of time. But like I said in the other video there, I am on my way back. So today we're going to talk about this Nightmare Within content, and I checked it out yesterday. Got all the achievements yesterday, the day it came out. I'm not sure why. It was fun, it was interesting, but I think that might be because I did it with a Zerg, and we will get into that. But you can see where I'm standing here. It's at this little camp out near the tower. And if you talk to this lady, she will sell you things for those pristine spore samples that you can pick up from enemies all over the place. And you'll get them like mad inside of that tower and from bags and all kinds of things that you get in there. So she'll take those from you and trade various things, the most important of which I think are the keys down at the bottom. And you can see I only had the blue key left here, but that's because I bought the others. I don't know if they're one-time buys or what the deal is, but there's a blue one, a red one, and a green one, which you will receive in your mail when you first sign on for this experience, this living story content. You combine those three keys into a tricolor key, whatever, fucking go up to the top of the place and you find this chest. And you pop it open with this key and you get some sweet stuff. I have gotten exotics out of it, which is kind of neat. So we'll look more at that, I guess, later, maybe. What the fuck is there to say? Seriously, it's a fucking chest. You want it, go get it. But the key pieces, they can drop from other enemies inside the tower too. The thing is, you might end up with like 3 blue keys and never get a green one or a red one. Because I've done all the achievements. I've killed a shit ton of things in there, and I found like 3 blue keys, 1 red one, and like 2 green ones out of all the time I spent in that tower, which was hours yesterday. So, I don't know. You might actually even do better. You can't, because they're account bound, so you can't buy them, and you can't trade them. But whatever. You need to open 5 of them for the achievement. I'll talk about those a little bit later. There is achievements for all kinds of things. So let's take a look at this place. You're going to want to go to any one of these entrances to the tower. And as soon as you get over there, there are air purifiers that will stop the poison from affecting you, which is cool. So you enter the tower and you end up here. If you make your way over, there are transport golems. There's one at the top in the starting area and one at the bottom. And they will take you inside if you so choose. Any of the golems can take you to any of the other golems. So the farther you get up the tower, the more of them you unlock. You can see I can teleport right to the 2nd or 3rd floors. 3rd floor being the last, but you still, there is no golem up at the very top, so even if you have them all unlocked, you still got to go to the 3rd floor and run it, like you're going to see me do here. So it's an interesting place. The enemies are difficult, I will tell you that. The place is booby-trapped to the teeth. It is extremely dangerous, and like I said, the only reason I think I had fun at all yesterday was because I rolled with a massive Zerg. Which I'm convinced is like the only way to really get this done. Because, where the fuck do I start? You've got enemies left and right, some of which are veterans, some of which are elites, which don't have a whole lot more health than a veteran, but they deal a shit ton more damage, I guess? I don't know. That's something new since I left, elite enemies. I guess they just changed the name because people weren't noticing, hey, the character portrait's different. So they made the name different too. But they will rape your face. You want to stay away from them. Don't let them hit you. You can fight them. I've fought them solo. It's not that bad. Just learn when to dodge and stay out of their line of fire. Unless it's an elite toxic knight or whatever, because they're on your ass the whole time. So if you don't have stealth or clones, good luck getting away. But there are a lot of events in here. Champion events. There is a champion worm, champion spider queen, champion warlock. Which is a giant crate dude, cast magic. Those are the ones I know of. I've soloed the worm. That one's not too bad if you know when to dodge. The Spider Queen, fucking forget about it. Fucking ridiculous. She will trap people in cocoons, and if you don't bust out of the cocoon, you can tap your attack button to bust out and other people can help you. But if you don't, she will get to you, insta-down you, and heal for an obscene amount. So if you have a big party, you need to be busting those cocoons or you're never going to kill her. And the Warlock guy, I don't know, range, fuck it. Every time I see people go into melee range, they tend to get destroyed, so I just decided to range because I was with a Zerg, so who cares? So I did that. Some of them actually gate the content, like the Worm guy and the Warlock guy, and some of the other events where you have to destroy numbers of enemies or close portals. Brambles will appear in the entrance and exit to those parts of the zone, so you can't make any progress. No one can go through until those events are completed, which is why I soloed the Worm. So it is interesting. The first time I went through, I ran with the Zerg, but the rest of the time I was running solo most of it because Zerg had disappeared. So good luck. Some of the events I really don't think you're going to be able to do, and it becomes similar to how Ore was in the beginning of the game at launch, where you just run from everything and you're trying to get through. The main reasons you're trying to get through: you need to complete events to get one of the achievements, you need to kill certain enemy types to get the achievements, and you need to locate these things, chambers. They are scattered throughout the place. You can see them on your minimap, the ones that are opened. They will have this marker. Those are the ones you want to go for. Any others that you find, odds on, they'll probably be closed. They open up in some sort of a pattern, I don't fucking know. Just look at your map and find which ones are marked. Go there. It doesn't matter if you've done it before. You can run it again and again and again. As long as it's open, it will still count to the achievement that requires you to complete or survive or whatever the chambers. The one that's going to require you to find new chambers, obviously, is the one that says find different chambers. So you want to find the new chambers. Like I said, you can look at the ones that are marked, and you also want to look at any of the catwalks, the wooden plank catwalk places, like the one that I just went to get to this place. They will generally, one of them will lead you onward, and one of them will lead you to a chamber. So if you find one, explore it. Just get up in front of the chamber, even if it's closed, it'll count to having located it, and it'll bump up that achievement, which is nice. So you gotta find like 9 of them or 10 of them. So you gotta complete 10, I think, and find 9. So get a hold of those. You go in here. It's like a short little mini instance thing where you're going to fight some enemies, make your way to the end, kill an enemy guy, and then free some prison visitors, and you get a chest, and you get some NPC meat shield allies that are going to help you out. They're really not that bad to complete once you can get to them. The problem is getting to them, because this place is a clusterfuck. It is like a mini maze in all of the different zones, and when you first come in here, it's confusing as fuck because you don't know where you're going. But once you get the hang of it, it's really not so bad. The hard part becomes dodging the enemies and avoiding the traps, like these wonderful little popping flowers, which it's actually kind of hilarious to watch them wipe raids in groups of people. They run through, and if one guy runs through first, everybody else is too stupid to realize that these things pop, and they follow right on his heels and don't dodge, and then takes out half health, and they all die. So you gotta watch out for those. There are spitting things, mortars you gotta watch out for. They don't really do that much damage. I tend to ignore those. And the little blossoms on the ground will put up AoE, area of effect things that will inflict the toxic infection thing on you, which I guess, the main thing for me is it fucking slows down my movement speed, which is a pain. If you're running full speed, you're not considered in combat, you can run by the popping flowers and not have to dodge. If you're in combat, you may have to dodge roll. And believe me, you don't want to get hit, because they can knock you into other flowers, and they will take probably between a third and a half of your health every time you get hit. So you're going to want to watch out for those. Other things to note, unique enemies in here. These little freakish looking things. There are a couple different kinds. The dog looking ones can roar and inflict confusion. They can knock you down and inflict a bleed. The floaty reaver ones can inflict confusion and throw out AoE grenade type things. And the giant spinny dudes, like that one you saw me fighting, have obviously AoE attacks, some burning attacks, and I don't know, man. Fucking toxic assassins. Torment, bitches. Every shot, it's not bleed, it's torment. And because you're running through this place like a man on fire, it stacks quick, and it becomes a pain. But you make your way all the way to the top, and you see you've got the chest here, you've got a set of diving goggles over there that you can use, jump straight down this way, make sure you hit the water, don't hit anything else, and die. And then, you've got this little portal here, which will take you to the final instance. And for those of you who are not aware, you can do this solo. There is a solo version and there is a group version, so for the love of God, people, you don't need to spam in chat if you just want to get it done. You can do it solo and it's fine and it's not bad. So I'm going to do it solo here. You go in, the first area, you kill this little thing, you go in through here, fight 2 of these guys, and then you get a whole cluster of those freakish things, kill those. Then you get the big whirly arm dude. This guy, I think, is a champion if you do it in the group mode. And FYI, word to the wise, these guys don't deal much damage, but they have a lot of attacks, so when they become champion versions, they can hurt pretty bad, so you want to watch your back. Then you get through here, you go to the next zone, which has this lovely laser thing. It gives you plenty of time to dodge, but if you don't, it's going to take a chunk of your health and knock you back. And knock you down. So make sure you stay out of that. I think I get hit once here, once or twice or something, but you get plenty of time to dodge. You go in here, you're going to fight some ether blades, I don't know. Hey, tell me, I tried to look this up. AE. How the fuck do you pronounce that? I've studied this, and I don't know. I guess, from what I understand, there are 2 accepted pronunciations, but whatever. So you go through these guys, and beware, in solo mode anyway, I don't remember about group mode, but on the last wave, the veteran, the big one, is going to be one of the kind that inflicts confuse in stacks of 2 or 5. So make sure you have cleanses or some other way to avoid or nullify that confusion, because it can be a pain. And you go through here, you get to the Molten Alliance area. I like to just avoid the guys entirely, close the portals, and then book it, because why the fuck would you not? So that's what I did. And then you go through here and you fight 3 more dudes, and then the big guy comes down and he's got a flower on his butt. And you fight him, and he can inflict bleed in the first phase. I don't know, he's really not that bad. The ads are your concern. He's not worth much. He looks weird, but you're worried about the ads. So you take down the ads as he summons them, you fight him, and eventually you kill him. If you want an achievement, you gotta kill him without dying. If you kill him without you dying, if you're solo, or anyone in your party dying, if you're doing a group version, you get a separate achievement which gives you the little crate thing. Then after he dies, use the injector, finish your thing, fine, great, whatever, but do not leave if you don't want to have to do it again. You're trying to get all the achievements, because you have to go through a little door back here, which is never pointed out. It doesn't really appear on the map, as far as I know. Maybe I'm just dumb. But you go through this door, and it takes you outside onto a branch where you walk a little bit, get some diving goggles, put them on, jump, and that's it. So, yeah, that's the new thing. So you can check it out. Let me know what you think. It's really interesting, I guess. I don't know. It requires a Zerg to have fun. Otherwise, you're going to be inventing swears for this. I swear you are. It's funny. So as far as achievements go, you've got under Living World here, the Nightmares Within. You can see you have got a few to do. This is the overall achievement, blah, blah, blah. Complete 10 of the others, and if you do, you get this thing, the gas masks. And I got it, I haven't used it, I don't know if I ever will. Tower Hybrid Slayer, pretty simple. Defeat the Toxic Hybrid, you gotta do it, what, 2, 3 times or something like that? I forget. But just killing the big dude, really not that bad. In groups or alone, I think, not totally sure. Antitoxin Injector, 1 time, once and you're done. Hybrid Master, defeat the toxic hybrid dude without dying, or anybody in your party dying, depending on which way you do it. Nightmares Within, 15 events inside the tower. Kinda sucks, but you can do it. Get a group. Nightmare Survivor, 10 chambers. Remember, look on your map, find the ones that are open, the ones that are marked. Tower Explorer, find 9 chambers. You can use the ones that are marked, or you can explore on the catwalks. One will generally take you where you want to go, the other will take you to a chamber. Tower Nemesis, 4 different factions of Scarlet's minions anywhere in Tyria. You will find them all in Tower, I think. I think that's where I got this. I didn't go anywhere else. High Diver, this is the one from the top of the tower where the chest is. Nightmares Diver, this is the one from inside the boss room after you teleport out onto the branch. And Treasure Hunter, open 5 tri-key chests in the Tower of Nightmares. So it's up to you how you want to get the keys. You can try to buy some, you can find them. But those are your only 2 options as far as I know. You'll get 1 set of freebies in the mail. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the achievements. It took me about 3 hours, I think. 3-4 hours to get them all. So it's really not bad. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm going to try to start putting out more videos at some point here. And I hope you have fun with this content. I did. Get some friends together. Maybe even a group of 4 or 5 people, you could do alright. But doing it alone, probably not the best. Which makes sense, because in the email, they tell you that you'll be relying on your allies. And you are. So, do that. And, yeah, fuck these guys.